Doncaster in the UK. He's only been in town for a week. We'll see how he gets around the paddock this afternoon.
He's probably finding it a bit hot. He's probably got some sunscreen on here this afternoon with the cloud cover.
Set.
So Vorster again, this scrum right on the 22-metre line.
Hughes.
O'Sullivan again misses Young. Tapine now to Young on the run around. Young uses the fend, keeps the leg drive coming, the big centre for the University side. They're only 5 metres away. They go the short side. Tapine dancing and stepping, and the try comes to the number 13 for University.
Yeah, and we talked about earlier, if the Wanneroo team's going to let him take the outside shoulder, UWA is going to look to take it all day long. And that time, Reece Tapine did a wonderful job just straightening out the attack, and Caleb Young coming around the corner showed good strength to shrug one or two off. As we have a look at the replay, it was a good solid scrum by Uni. And as we have a look at Caleb Young coming around the corner there, it was a nice bit of play, straightened up, showed good strength, not held there, kept going. And then it was a matter of Brennan Vorster keep working towards that short side, and Reece Tapine gets another try for the students and chalks up another one for the 2022 season, Mick.
Yeah, he's certainly light on his feet, and will be one they will need to watch, part of the Western Force squad.
Can you hear me?
So he certainly can play, and it's great to see him down here having a run.
Anything on your side of the scrum there?
For the students. Caleb Young looking to add the extras. It's a tricky one. On his wrong side, the right footer.
Just not. He needs to get his feet more underneath him.
He's about 26 or so away from the try line.
And Heath, so far good solid set piece platform done by Uni.
Yeah, both teams. Just that one scrum there that Wanneroo really gave up, but UWA have been able to really provide that good platform for the scrum to unleash those backs, and like we both touched on so far, they're offering that edge. They've got speed out wide, they've got gas, they've seen it, and they've taken that space. Both times they've come back down that edge, and they've converted it now.
So just seeing again on the screen, just Tapine there dancing with his feet, making his way through as Campbell Parata gets things underway again here. And that's a nice kick directly into the sun.
Thank you.
So making the most of the conditions, that high ball onto that side of the ground as Wanneroo in their first time in University half. Let's see what they can do with it. Just the one off the ruck at the moment. Lanaveo in there in support. Leatherby coming out wide. This is Grattan looking for Takaki. Turns it back inside. It's found Tapine though.
Foot pass.
Hinkley grabs him by the back of the jersey. University the chance to counter-attack. They decide to go to the toe. Thomas Anderson won't find touch, or yes he will. It'll just break awkwardly there for Justin Talamara on that other wing.
Yeah, there's nervous moments there, I think, for Thomas Anderson with that kick. It just hung up. Wasn't the greatest connection as Wanneroo take a quick line out.
So here they go again. Wanneroo 25 metres away from the University try line, coming around the corner. There's Andre Roux, the big front rower. Leatherby goes the short side to Parata. This is Riley. Riley still going. Turns it back inside to Leatherby. And he's over. So the equaliser.
Yeah, Ethan Riley, nice little bit of play from him, and Base Leatherby doing what good halfback should, always backing up on the inside. So Wanneroo, clever little quick line out there, Heath, and be able to capitalise through some good lead-up play. Andrew King, good carry from him, and then attack down the short side.
Yeah, and they're looking to play really up-tempo, which is great. They've got the backs that can do it. They've got a big pack though as well, and they're getting a gain line, which is helping them out a lot. Luke Callan, I think he had 2 carries in that block and 2 carries in the block before as well. He's getting you through a mountain of work too, which is great to see from the young lock. But yeah, like we touched on Leatherby, they're testing out that short side there, probing down there. And Ethan Riley, as he's swinging back around, he finds that space and gets the offload, and a good little halfback like he is, always nipping at the heels, looking for that offload on the inside. creeps through, gets over the line.
And that time, Wanneroo giving UWA a bit of their own medicine and really targeting the bigger guys in the defensive line. That time, Charles Connolly getting well found out, and Ethan Riley had no problems getting around him. They numbered up pretty well, their UWA, but just lacked the intent in defence.
So Parata looking to put Wanneroo in front. 5-all the score at the moment. Young missing the conversion for University. Parata moves in, strikes it sweetly, and the flags are raised. So 7-5, Wanneroo leading University.
Yeah, good little strike back there from Wanneroo. And you can see there was 5 University jerseys versus 3 Wanneroo ones. It was probably a hint of a forward pass there back to Leatherby. But it was a nice bit of backing up. And Clayton Ewan nearly was able to spoil it. But they've done enough, the Roo Dogs, to get themselves in front, 7 points to 5, and our Fortescue Premier Grade match of the day, bringing you the best of Perth Club Rugby on Stan Sport.
So Clay Ewan coming into shot to get things underway. So Ewan, nice high ball. Takaki takes it inside his 22, almost juggles it. In fact, he does juggle, but managed to hang on to it. Some nice pressure there from Anderson coming through on him. This is Lanaveo. Leatherby sends it back to Parata. Chews off a fair bit of real estate, but Vorster plays on quickly. No, the referee says no.
What's going on here?
Hold on.
So I'm not sure.
It's on field play, please. Let the boys play. Thank you.
Trying to work out.
Kick ball watch.
So it's been kicked by what it's gone out. Vorster's played on, as we can see on the replay.
Yeah, it was very bizarre. I don't know what the story is, unless he thought it was going to be like the old 50-22 the other way.
So De Graaf takes that, but once again, Heath Testman, there must be a strong wind out there.
Oh, it's a tough call there though from referee Cole Burnett. Like it's just over the top of the Uni jumper, uncontested as well. You'd love to see that play on, but the skill is the skill. We should be producing that skill. We should have to hit it. So hey, rules is rules. At least it gives us an opportunity to watch another scrum.
I'm just a bit perplexed why Brendan Vorster couldn't take the quick line out there before. Like, that's just bizarre. And then to make matters worse, Cole Burnett pretty harsh on the line out ball there. Didn't look too bad to me, and especially when it's unopposed as well.
So Leatherby with the scrum feed for Wanneroo, just inside University territory. A big drive coming from the students. They're not happy about that. Parata now to Riley. Jinking off that right foot. He's dangerous when he gets some space. Here he goes. Ethan Riley. Anderson brings him to ground just inside the 22-metre line. Leatherby again. Wanneroo with their tails in the air. The pick and drive.
Lost.
Continuing to make ground. They need a halfback there. It's going to be Tatana. He picks up and goes himself. Luke Callan across to do the cleaning out.
Good work, Green.
Leatherby. This time, Parata. Looks like
Out Green. Good work, Knight. Stay there.
Leatherby again looking for a runner. Nanaveo runs the decoy. It's tackled in response. This is Grattan up from fullback. Gets through the tackle of Harris. And they were going through Callan. Met heavily there by his opposite number. And Bromley, the skipper, just remaining on the ground. It was a solid hit between Bromley and Callan.
Yeah, nice bit of contact there. That time, after some pretty flimsy defence early on.
Just see it there.
Defence holds pretty strong there. As you can see, hands and the ball bobbling around in there. Probably the call from the assistant referee on this side, Jack McClanagan.
Thanks, boys.
But UWA get the scrum. So Ethan Riley just carving them up through that 10-12 channel there, Heath.
And just like he did last time we watched them play as well, he takes on the line well. He's got that little jink back on the inside. He can step in off both feet as well. And the best part about it is he's always looking for that offload too. So he's looking to really keep that ball alive. And like Andrew King was there swooping off his shoulder before, couldn't quite get it. But they're hunting for it and they know that it'll pay off sooner or later.
Set.
So Vorster with the scrum feed. In the under out. Oh, that's a good penalty for Wanneroo.
3.
Tess.
Oh, the tight head prop. Tess right in front of his own sticks.
Yeah, it's unfortunate there. Charles Connolly, I think just when the weights come on, that referee Kyle Burnett's called in for dropping to deck. As Campbell Parada comes up, he points to the stick straight away and looks like Wanneroo will look to take the points.
Yeah, Andre Roux, he's a class prop. He's always been very solid. Good, consistent performer for the Wanneroo club. He's probably one of the better scrummagers in the whole competition. And Charles Connolly, he's going to have his hands full this afternoon, the new lad from Doncaster.
It's been a real seesawing affair so far, isn't it? Like neither team has really gained the upper hand. That last scrum, UWA were clearly dominant and on top. Whereas this time it's Wanneroo putting all the pressure onto that UWA front row and reaping the benefits.
So Parata looking to increase the buffer, leading by 2. Certainly taking his time. And once again the flags are raised, so a nice clean strike by the Wanneroo number 10. And it is a Wanneroo now up by 10 points to 5, leading the university side here at the library with Bilbray Oval in Perth. Great to have your company on Stan Sport this afternoon, wherever you may be tuning in. Fortescue Premier Grade match of the round.
Yeah, when you're ready.
And Clay Ewan again to get things underway. This time Leatherby is going to, in fact, he'll let it go to Parata. He's got a nice boot on him too, the number 10. Takes play right back up towards the halfway line.
And it's a cliche, isn't it? But the most important thing you do after points is what you do next, and getting out of their own end there, taking away the pressure from them having to play out of their 22, put the pressure back on the uni line out, because, you know, they're only running 50-50 so far from their line out. It's smart play there from Parada, and it's a good kick to boot.
So Gucake with the throw. This time he gets it right. It's been well won there by De Graaf. Vorster, Young, now to O'Sullivan. Spots that gap again. He's so dangerous, O'Sullivan. Tackled well there by Riley, right on the 22-metre line. University front football. Tapine thought he had a winger outside him, but it was the touch judge. Won't be on his highlights reel.
No, not at all, Mick. That was pretty poor play from a professional rugby player, not knowing who's outside you. But Rory O'Sullivan, great work by him. As Wanneroo go quick again, UWA need to wake up to that.
No, 5 was fine. You boys can't lurk in this area. We spoke about coming in, set the numbers. If you want to throw it quickly, get into the line out. Last time we're talking. Yeah. Same again.
You can't have any lurking. I think that's a
happy for the numbers.
A good rule. So Cornell. But I like to see the way Wanneroo mixing things up. They've gone to the back. So Parata to Riley again. He's been one of their best so far, wrapped up by Cockman. Parata again using that thumping left foot. Clay Ewan now for University. Looking for some clean space, running into traffic. Vorster, he wants quick ball. It's slow to come out. Cullen it is coming through and being penalised.
Contract's fine.
If I was UWA here, I'd be looking to take the points. It was good return with interest there from Clay Ewan. Chase probably could have been a little bit better from Wanneroo, but it was a huge boot from Campbell Parata as Caleb Young steps up. It's about 40 metres out, pretty much right in front. 10 points to 5 in favour of Wanneroo, 20 minutes into this game.
Just see in the background there some changes on the Wanneroo bench. Hinckley is coming off with a injured shoulder. Just see him top of screen, the number 7. Whether it's a stinger, but he's left the field, so that'll be him for the afternoon. We'll try and pick up.
Yeah, that probably means Mark Cornell.
Like Mark Cornell.
Yeah, Mark Cornell will probably come on. He's a back rower. Darcy Hinkling, that's going to be a big blow for Wanneroo. He's very good on the ball, Darcy, and he's an option for them at line-out time as well.
So Cornell in jersey 24. That's Caleb Young. He's about 41 metres out, almost directly in front. Again, very little breeze to speak of here this afternoon.
Lovely strike off the sticks, no chase.
Going back.
And a cheerio to Mark Bell, father of Angus Bell from the Waratahs. Says 99% of games the ball will hit the post. That's a lovely click from Parada, but Westlake plays on quickly. Now to Ewan. To Tapine. Tapine still going, the number 13. Pretty to watch when he's in space. Vorster, University now on the front foot. Young, he looks outside and sees Bromley, decides to hold it himself. Vorster again. Harris, the big front rower, driven back. Cockman there in support, Vorster. O'Sullivan, the big dummy. Runs back towards the traffic. Young wants it. Out to Bromley. Bromley still going, the skipper. Throws it back to Tizzano, and he's over. So Bromley had been calling for that ball, and they finally give it to him, and he picks up the assist on the stats sheet.
Oh, he's just proven to the backs that he is worth passing to. That's all it is, Mickey. That was a lovely piece of work. It was a good ball from Caleb Young. He stepped inside the number 8, Lau Navarro. And that was a lovely pass to Cristiano Tizzano. And he had a bit of work to do. He shrugged one.
How's that for a nice way to introduce yourself to a game of footy too as well? Right, important scrum right on the try line, and University start to march. Westlake needs to get it. Vorster wants it. They're over the line and the try comes. Some things are inevitable, and that was one of them.
I loved Brendan Vorster there at the back, like he was trying to get his hands on the ball. There's no way that ball was ever coming out at scrum time. And if it did, Kieran Westlake would probably be shot by all of his front rowers.
Yeah, no, it was all on Kieran Westlake there. It was all in his basket to stuff it up. But of course, it was pretty easy in the end after 5 set-piece scrums. Good job from the UWA Type 5 to be consistent, to be straight, and make the number 8's life ever so easy.
And geez, that's going to make it tough for Wanneroo for the next 10 minutes of or the first 10 minutes of this next half to be playing a man down. That University scrum has been very dominant. Troops up, big drive coming from Wanneroo. Westlake, Vorster, O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan still going, O'Sullivan! Now the clean out comes. University need quick ball. Westlake holds it. Onto Oosthausen. Wanneroo's defence holding on. Now Cockman for University. 5 metres away now from the line, trailing by 3. They need to score to win it. Harris. Arms are up by O'Sullivan, but he's short.
Advantage offside.
So got the advantage. Gucake, and he's over.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
They've paid off on the decision. They rolled the dice, and it's come up trumps. Through Gucake as the rain comes down right underneath the sticks as well, which eliminates
Jordan?
the penalty.
Jordan.
Yeah, do not adjust your set.
Carl Burnett just holding up the few single digits there on his hand to tell him how long's to go. Caleb Young will step up to take the kick.
And Gucake doing I thought was great, but Campbell, Parada and Ethan Riley just, look, Riley, every time he got the ball, he was dangerous, and Parada's kicking game today was just fantastic.